Hey everyone, I'm Erin Hart. Thanks for joining me today. I share inspiration and education to help you on your path to better health by living sugar and flour-free lifestyle. My videos are usually always positive and inspiring, but today I'm going to be real with you about the worst parts of transforming your body and losing weight by eating sugar and flour-free. Now, let me just preface this by saying that by far the benefits outweigh the negatives, but yes, it's not always easy and sometimes there's some drawbacks. The worst parts of weight loss really are not that big of a deal, considering everything that you gain from living this way. I lost 125 pounds, and as you can imagine, I feel so much better. I have a picture of me carrying both of my little girls who combined weighed 125 pounds, and that was a lot of weight to carry around. I couldn't believe I was carrying that around everywhere, but even 20 pounds is a lot of weight to carry around. So trust me when I say that you're going to feel so much more energy when you get that excess weight off. You'll feel so much better. And it's not about vanity or meeting societal norms. It's really just about health and vitality. So if in your program, keep in mind that if all you're focusing on is the negative, causing you to feel deprived or discouraged, we need to do some thought work. Mastering your mindset is one of the key pillars of my coaching program. This will not be a sustainable lifestyle for you if you're only focusing on the things that you're giving up and on how hard it is. So is it hard? Yes. And that is why most people don't do it or they aren't successful at it. But it's also the reason to do it. I love the quote by Brooke Castillo that says, "We know it's hard and we can do hard things. Creating extraordinary success is hard. This is the reason to do it. Enjoy it being hard. When we do hard things, we get stronger. When we do hard things, we show ourselves what we're made of, what we're capable of. The discomfort of doing hard things is the currency that we pay of the success we ultimately get." I love that. The discomfort of doing hard things is the currency that we pay of the success we ultimately get. Isn't that so good? So instead, I invite you to embrace the challenge and celebrate all of the wins. Keep a gratitude journal and a list somewhere of all of your non-scale victories. This is going to really help you to have a much different experience and get better, faster results. I promise it is so worth it, and despite the challenges, you can do this. So now I've compiled a list of the 5 things that in my experience were the worst parts of losing weight. The good news is that none of these are permanent. So don't you dare use this as an excuse not to do it. So they will pass and everything will be okay. Just hang in there. So the first one is the detox that you go through during the first week. And I'm not going to lie, it's going to be rough. Some people don't have issues with it and it's just a minor thing, but for some people like me, you are going to experience detox. So if you are giving up sugar and flour, expect to have symptoms of withdrawal like headaches, muscle aches, and just to generally feel crummy during the first week. Many people like me experience food addiction, and this is a physiological dependence on substances like sugar and flour that have been studied and found to be very addictive. So sugar can have the same effect on your brain as other addictive substances like drugs, alcohol, caffeine, or nicotine. And I'm not endorsed or affiliated with Bright Line Eating, but I love that book by Susan Pierce Thompson. I invite you to check it out. When I first read it, Bright Line Eating by Susan Pierce Thompson, it rang so true to me. But the part I didn't identify with at that point was food addiction. I never thought of my issues with food as an addiction. That is to say, until I experienced detox during that first week, I was totally shocked to have some of the same physical withdrawal symptoms that patients in the hospital have had coming off drugs or alcohol. I'm a nurse and I've cared for them. It was eye-opening for me, and I now know that yes, I am a person that experiences food addiction and has a brain that's highly susceptible to using food like a drug, especially highly processed foods. Luckily, the detox only lasts around 3 to 5 days for most people in my experience, and it will pass. So just take it one day at a time, drink a lot of water, and make sure that you have time to rest. Like take naps, put on your bunny slippers, and as they say in Brightline, put on your bunny slippers, as they say in the Brightline eating community. So that comes to my second one, feeling tired and having low energy during the weight loss phase. So this, unfortunately, is just part of losing weight. Losing weight is hard on your body. You need to expect to feel tired. Your body is going through a big change. I'm no expert, but I've heard it said that our fat cells store toxins, and when they shrink with weight loss, those toxins are released into your bloodstream, and it just makes you feel tired and yucky. So consider reprioritizing your life to make time for more rest in your day when you're in the weight loss phase. For me, this meant cutting back on my hours at work, learning to delegate, and learning to say no to things. This is not the year to sign up to be the PTA president. The weight loss phase is just a short amount of time when you consider the length of your life. So just put all of your focus on your health this year. You will regain your energy. And it may take a few weeks. It may take several months or even a year or more until you've transitioned to maintenance. But I couldn't believe how much energy I felt when I started the transition to maintenance and added in food for my maintenance ads. I have never felt so energetic in my life. It's awesome and something to definitely look forward to. I just imagine not having to carry around that extra 30, 50, or 100 pounds like everywhere you go. So just be patient. Your energy, it will come back. But in the meantime, again, go through life as if you're wearing bunny slippers, as Susan Pierce Thompson says. Number 3, overcoming emotional eating and learning to face problems head on. For me, this was the hardest part of losing weight. It can be uncomfortable dealing with all of those emotions and coping with the stresses of life without using food as a buffer to numb or to fill a void. So sometimes we use food to feel better or to avoid issues instead of facing them head on. But it's necessary to learn how to deal with the stresses and emotions of life without using food. For this, I recommend the book Brain Over Binge by Katherine Hansen. That book has helped me so much to overcome emotional eating. I also recommend that you watch my previous YouTube videos about how to overcome emotional eating for more tips to help you with this common problem. Number 4, skin changes. Many people worry about loose skin. After having 3 babies and losing 125 pounds, I have some loose skin. For some people, their skin will just bounce back after a year or 2. But for most of us, we may have some loose and sagging skin. So let me just tell you how I think about it. I consider my loose skin like it's a gold medal. And I mean, really, I had 3 babies and I lost 125 pounds. I'm like an Olympian. I'm not trying to brag, but I celebrate it. I'm so proud of my loose skin, and I love and honor my body for what it's done. I have considered getting it removed, and I still may in the future, but for now, it really isn't that big of a deal. Clothes hide it, and I just buy clothes that help to support the skin on my stomach when I work out. Skin removal surgery is definitely an option. And I think it's totally justified and it's necessary to do that if it really helps you to mentally complete your transformation, or if it's causing you any issues like rashes or pain. But it's expensive and it's painful and there are some risks. So having said that, I still may pursue it in the future. I haven't decided. Number 5, hair loss. So if you have a significant amount of weight to lose, you may experience some hair loss. This is not permanent hair loss and you will not go bald, I promise you. But your body is sensitive to stress and it's sensitive to nutrient deficiencies and hormonal changes, all of which can happen as a result of losing weight quickly. You are eating at a calorie deficit, and this is how you shrink your fat cells and lose weight. Don't worry. Your food is enough. Your brain may fight you on this, but be sure to eat all of the food on your planet. It's a ton of food, and most people can't eat it all, but don't skip meals. Like, your body needs all of that fuel. So don't ever eat less than your plan. It always will end up sabotaging you in the end. But eat all of those healthy and nourishing foods. The goal is to lose 1 to 3 pounds a week, but it's normal to lose slower than that some weeks. But if you're losing faster than that, check in with your doctor. I was a fast loser, and I made sure I was followed really closely by my doctor to make sure that what I was doing was healthy, and she agreed that this is a very healthy weight loss plan. We checked labs and everything was fine, but hair loss can occur when your body is experiencing stress from weight loss, and it was a side effect that I experienced. The medical term is telogen effluvium. So you may lose some hair, but you will not go bald. It's possible to lose 30 to 50% of your hair in extreme cases, but please know that it will grow back. Again, you will not go bald. In my experience, I had to cut my hair because I lost about 50% of my hair, and I was pretty much the only one that noticed, and it's now grown back just fine, and now I have a cute short haircut, and it's fine. So it's a temporary side effect, and it's still so worth it to lose the weight. It's annoying, but don't let this stop you from taking the steps to achieve your health goals. It's not very common, but it's possible that this can happen. Don't freak out. Just keep going. And so I told you there's 5, but I'm actually going to tell you 6. There was one weird thing that I experienced because of eating so many vegetables, and it was that my skin started to look yellow. And as a nurse, I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, do I have hepatitis? Do I have jaundice? Now, again, always check with your doctor if you're worried about anything. This is why it's so important to be followed closely by a primary care physician. They can draw labs like they did in my case, and I was fine. So this is actually sometimes a thing, when you start to eat a lot of vegetables. It's called keratoninia. Keratoninia is characterized by yellow pigmentation of the skin, and it's caused from eating a lot of keratin-rich foods like carrots, squash, green beans, leafy greens, and sweet potatoes. So foods that are yellow, orange, or green. And it's not a big issue. You're not dying, but it may make the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet discolored. So if it does, you can limit those specific vegetables if it becomes a problem for you. But yeah, you don't have to worry. Check with your doctor, and if they say that you're okay, that you're not dying, then you're good. So it's just that healthy glow, as they call it. It's actually a really beautiful skin color, and I used to be like pasty and pale before eating such healthy food, and now my skin is this nice, healthy glow. So the weird pigmentation in my hands went away after a while. Again, no one noticed but me. No one said anything, but it was just a funny thing that happened, and I had no idea what it was at that time. So I thought that I'd share. So yeah, that's it. I can't think of any more downsides of losing weight. So sorry. So yeah, that's it. I can't think of any more downsides of losing weight. Sorry if I freaked you out, but even still, like if that's the worst of it, can't you agree that it's still so worth it? You know, go and watch my video about celebrating 2 years of non-scale victories. That will help you to balance this video out. But just know that not everyone experiences these side effects of weight loss. And even if you experience all of these, it's still so worth it, in my opinion. The benefits far outweigh these minor annoyances. And I'm so grateful to wake up every day pain-free, with energy and confidence. I love being able to ski and dance with my kids. I love living free from diet-related diseases, and I can now climb mountains. Our bodies are amazing for how for the most part they can completely heal from the damage that we've done from years of poor eating. Food is the best medicine. My transformation was so much more than physical. It was mental, emotional, and spiritual as well. Overcoming food obsession and feeling control around my food is such a gift. And I love the peace I feel with my food and my body now. So the worst parts of losing weight that I shared today are now all a distant memory, and they're all things that I just laugh about now. Just know that they will pass. They are temporary. You can do this. I know it's hard when you're going through it, but it's worth it. I promise. You're strong. Don't give up. Thank you for joining me today, and be sure to join my free Facebook community. It's amazing. It's an amazing supportive community to help you to answer these questions and doubts that you may have about living this lifestyle. Yeah, come and see. It's called Healthy Real Food, Sugar and Flour Freedom. It's a private group, so just go and search for it on Facebook and request to join. We would love to have you. I go live there each week. We have a monthly book club and inspiring interviews, and it's just a great resource to help you to navigate your sugar and flour-free lifestyle so that you can achieve your health goals. I look forward to getting to know you there, and I hope that you have a great week. Take care.